And welcome to fuelforsuccess.com. My name is MD Ahmed. I'm the founder of fuelforsuccess.com, a place where we bring you real world knowledge for real world success. And I'm also the international author of Hidden Secrets at the Top is Mind. And in today's episode, I'm going to talk to you about the keys that can help you, or the understanding that can help you produce desired change or transformation that you're looking at. Now, a transformation is a very big word. It's close to mutation. So how do we bring about a desired change? That is what I'm going to talk to you about. Because you see, we may not realize it, but then one thing that's constant in life is change. Change is something that's inevitable. You like it or you do not like it, change is going to happen. Change happens, right? Now the question is, what kind of change are you experiencing? Is it desired change, or is it something that's quite random? Sometimes you're happy with a change and sometimes you're not. You're in the reactionary mode and you're in the proverbial flow mode, where you do not know where you're headed. You have just made a few decisions a couple of years ago, and based on those decisions, your life is just flowing. Okay, you might end up hitting a rock, you might end up hitting a dead end, or you might enter a fall and take the fall, right? So most of us, that is what we do. We tend to make a decision. For example, after your 12th standard, you make a decision that you're going to do your engineering, and that's about it. And after you do your engineering, you just react to what is happening around. Maybe you don't wait till you get your desired job, because there's no vacancy in the field that you are interested in, where you're passionate about, right? So you tend to pick a career that's just thrown at you, that's available, and life happens. Few people like it, few people don't. So this is the reactionary mode that you get into. You're reacting to your situations, to your circumstances, and most of us believe that is what life is all about. And a very big word has been thrown at us by our elders and tradition and our culture, and that word is called fate, right? Fate. So we think that, okay, this is what this is how it was supposed to be, and we tend to accept it. And now I'm here to tell you that that's far from the truth, because you see, if you want to produce a desired change, there are a few understandings that you need to come from. And without these understandings, it becomes an uphill battle for you to achieve your desired results. It's going to be very difficult, tough, right? So one such understanding is that any change, any transformation that you are expecting, because like I said, it's all about, life is all about change. So it's either desired change or undesired change. Okay, so and it's mostly like a chain reaction. The moment something undesired happens, and then it keeps happening, you get into that cycle. Okay, so if you want to change according to your goals, and if you want to achieve your outcomes, the first thing that you need to do is have a goal. All right, have a goal. It's very important. Write down different departments, important departments in your life. How do you want to be? What do you want to achieve? And then when you have this desirable change inside you, the first understanding that you need to have is at the center of all change, at the center of all transformation, the most critical aspect, okay, the core of all change is you. Yes, it is you. A lot of people, this might sound maybe very simple, or you might feel, okay, I knew that already, but then do you really know the power of what I just said? Ask yourself again. because we may just know, we might just have the information that yes, I need to change and all that, but then maybe we do not understand, most of us don't understand the depth of our role in producing the results, the change that we want. Okay, so the first understanding is it is you who's at the center of the change. I'm talking about the changes that you want, not another person's life. No, you're not the center of your girlfriend, your girlfriend changing. You're not the center of your spouse or your mother or your father changing. You are at the center of you changing. Okay, so the moment you realize that, you happen to take control. You get in control. I'll give you an example. You see, the other word that you need to understand and learn is congruence. All right, congruence. Now, if you're wondering what is congruence, it is the alignment of your goals, your values, what is important to you, and your beliefs, okay, with your actions and with your vocabulary, the words, the language that you use. So you have your words. See, this is what people see. Okay, this is what gets manifested. Your behaviors, okay, these can be seen, and your words, these can be heard. Okay, now your words, your actions, or your behaviors must be aligned with your goals, your values, and your beliefs. They have to be in alignment. When they are in alignment, you are congruent, and you accelerate the process of achieving your desired outcomes. And that happens only when you realize that you are at the heart of the change. Now, what do I mean by that? Firstly, let me, I just wrote down 5 points here for you to understand. I'm going to discuss these points with you. So stay tuned. It's going to get interesting now. Now, you see, the first thing is, a lot of people wait. Now, these are 5 disasters, if you may. Okay, this is what happens because of which we do not produce our desired change. Number 1, we wait for others to change. All right, till then we don't feel happy. We have this tension in the background. All right, for others to change, and we confuse this with concern. We confuse this with love. It's just that we haven't yet learned to be emotionally stable. And it is not easy because it wasn't meant to be easy. Okay, I'm going to be, congruent, and I'm going to be strong. Okay, or I'm going to feel safe and secure and strong only if this happens. You wait for your child to change. You wait for, your girlfriend to change. You wait for your father to change. You wait for somebody else other than you to change. And then you say, I'm going to bring about this change in my life when this happens, when this person changes, number 1. Number 2, you wait for situations or circumstances to change. Okay, and then you say, I'm going to take this new action. I'm going to be a new person when I have this amount in the bank, or when I have, those 6 packs. We wait for circumstances to change. Okay, I'm going to go out and work, put in effort. Once I get the bike, I'm going to get into the job. So, waiting for things to change. All right? Hold on your questions. I'm going to come to the questions. Number 3 is guilt. Now, guilt. This is quite intense. You see, right from our childhood, we have been programmed to discount ourselves. We have been told that other people are more important. We have heard things like, why are you so selfish? Why don't you think about others? Or your grandfather is more important than you are. Okay? So, the moment we start doing things for ourselves, be it anything for that matter, you buy something for yourself, or you enroll yourself in a course, somewhere we feel guilty, maybe I'm spending too much money and I'm not supposed to do that, and all that. We don't keep aside maybe 5% of our earnings and spend it on ourselves, because to bring about the change that we want to bring, or to do the things that make us happy, because somewhere we feel guilty, we put the other person in charge. Okay, we discount ourselves. So this is another fallacy. This is another pitfall. You need to be careful about it, because you're not here to forget yourself and serve and take care of others, right? You take care of yourself, and that's when you will be able to take care of others. And then number 4 is a wrong notion that I'm not as important as my blank. So fill that blank there. I'm not as important as my father, my mother, my sister, my wife, my kid, my husband, or whatever. So there again, the moment you say that, you wouldn't reach your highest potential. You wouldn't reach your highest potential, because the moment you feel that somebody else is more important than you are, you're doomed to not achieve the greatness that you were born to achieve. And number 5, I'm too old to change now. I've heard this from even 22-year-old young people who say, no, now to bahut time ho gaya, I'm already 22, where do I change? And I've heard this from people who are 75 years old. They say, now I'm too old. I'm here to tell you that age doesn't matter. When you look at brain science, you can change anytime you want to. There's something called as neuroplasticity. That's the ability where we can create new neurons. New neurons means new behaviors, habits. All right, new you. You can be a newer version of yourself at any given point of time, regardless of the year you are experiencing in your life. It can be 80, it can be 20, 30, doesn't matter. You can change. So these are the things I wanted to share with you today. Always remember this. If you want to bring about a change in your business, a change in your studies, a change in your relationships, your finances, it all starts with you. You are at the core. And when I say you, it involves your congruence. You need to be aligned, and you need to be emotionally stable. It's very important that you are emotionally stable. Okay, to do that, you will have to educate yourself. You will have to access the knowledge, or you will have to keep wasting your time. Okay, I'll just give you an example. A lot of people say, the book that I thought of reading today, this book that I have, right? It's a hard copy. Now, I'm not saying this to, what do you say? I might sound maybe like a show off or, pompous, but then I'm trying to make a point. I'm not trying to impress you, but to inspire you. When you look at Amazon, the cost of this book hardcover is about 13,000 rupees. Okay, one single book. It was 20,000 actually. Now it's come down to 13,000 rupees. So you see, when you invest in yourself, all right, you grow. It's as simple as that. And what helps you grow is knowledge. Okay, so now let me just look at the questions. What is change according to your perspective? Definition, sir. Should changes be flexible in nature so that can modify the same aspect according to the scenario? Krishna, usko rephrase karke पूछो. How to accept inevitable change happening within us, sir? Now, when you say how to accept the inevitable change that is happening, let me tell you, I come from a different school of thought. Okay, nothing is inevitable except death. All right, nothing is inevitable, because everything happens for a reason, and it happens because of you. Okay, because of your thoughts, because your thoughts are the genesis of everything and anything that happens in your life. It's your thoughts inside you. Okay, so there's this whole theory behind it. There is this whole understanding behind it. But then what you have to understand is this. How do I accept the inevitable? Firstly, there's nothing called as inevitable except death. Whatever is happening because of you. The moment you accept that, you will start taking responsibility and do the things. Okay, you will make an effort to get into alignment with your goals. Your goals, your values, your beliefs. You will align them with your behaviors, your actions, and your words. The moment that happens, you will design your life. You will design your destiny. Yes, things can go wrong here and there, okay, because other people are also involved, but then most of the times you will start creating the change that you want to create. Okay, it might not be exactly the same, because that's again, being trying to be perfect. Last night I learned a lesson about perfection. Again, it's not about perfection, because if you're trying to be perfect, you will have to compromise with your greatness. You don't get to be great. All right, so that is what it is. The moment you understand this, you will rephrase your question, and your question will be different. So now, how do we discern between healthy and unhealthy transformation, as in where we don't push ourselves to such an extent that we end up hurting ourselves emotionally? You have answered your own question, Aman. You have answered your own question. See, the answer is in your own question. In the question that you just asked. You know what is hurting you, right? You know what is hurting you emotionally, mentally, and physically, and you choose not to do it, right? And you listen to your core, your heart. Your heart tells you don't do it. Do not. Let's say, for example, if you're working out, right, and you will know that there is this. Okay, taking a break is actually a strategy. There is a strategy called breaking, or taking a break, timeout strategy, right? If you're working out, okay, I just got one of the exercise equipment home because of the lockdown and all that. So I know that I'm new to this exercise, so I'm not going to work out for 2 hours on it. I'm going to work out for 30 minutes. I know that if I cross that limit, it's going to hurt me physically. It's going to do me more damage. So I stop. Then eventually I grow. But then the momentum needs to be there. You need to be strategic. You need to know. And you will learn only in the process. And you will know that mistakes happen. That's a part of growing. Okay, so you will know where to stop. I cannot answer that for you, because you should know where to stop. You should know when it hurts, right? Few people spend like 2-3 hours in the gym. Okay, I used to do that. I used to spend 3 to 4 hours every day in the gym about 3-4 years ago. Okay, and there are people who spend about half an hour, because they know their limit, and eventually you can increase it. Okay, so should we have short-term or long-term goals? Both, Krishna. Should we have long-term or short-term goals? And you see, if you have a long-term goal, a grandiose purpose in life, it should be more of a purpose in life, right? It should be bigger than you. It should be, I believe that it should be something that you can never reach. That way you keep growing. Okay, you take up a project that you know cannot be accomplished. So that keeps you going. That becomes a vision that you have for yourself. A mission, a purpose that you're on. And then to achieve that purpose, you need to achieve certain goals. And these are your long-term goals. And to achieve those long-term goals, you have those short-term goals. And to achieve those short-term goals, you have your daily behaviors. And your behaviors are also goals, When you decide to get up early in the morning and work out, that's just an example. So 5 o'clock, you get up. It's a goal achieved. It's a milestone goal that you achieved, or it's a daily goal that you achieved. Okay, so I don't see hearts today. That's sad. So show me some love. Show me some love. Be quick. Show me some love here. Okay, yeah. That's yeah. What is important, IQ or EQ? Now, right now I would like to pass that question, because maybe we can talk about it in another episode. Right, because this is about change, and this is about you. Okay, this is about understanding that you are the integral part of any change. Okay, that is what we are trying to understand here. All right, so our intelligence and emotions are connected. Everything is connected in this world, Aman. I am connected to you, if you didn't know. Right, we are all entangled. All right. So this is what it is. If you have got any questions, I'm here for another maybe 10-15 seconds. If I get a question in another 10-15 seconds, I will address it. Okay, so go ahead, shoot. be quick. All right, so let me wrap this up. Remember this, you got to be congruent, that is, you need to be in alignment, and you need to learn how to be emotionally strong. That is what is important. And the most important lesson that we learned today is you are at the center of any change that you want to produce in your life. Okay, you are at the center of the change. Okay, and yes, you were listening to MD Ahmed. I'm the founder of fuel4success.com. Go to this website, register yourself. There are a lot of blogs that you can access. There are a lot of videos that you can access on our site. And very soon we are going to launch a lot of programs that you can enroll. And yes, there are programs that you can enroll for. And we are going to add to the existing library there. Okay, I'm going to add a few more programs there, and I'm going to keep adding programs there. So go to fuel4success.com, register yourself, and access the knowledge that matters, real world knowledge for real world success. So I'll see you soon. Love you all. Take charge of your lives and know that you are the center of any change. You got to work on yourself. You can't blame it on others. You can't rely on others. Yes, you can have alliances. You can connect. But it's you at the end of the day. God bless you.